Okay, this video is about, is the GoPro Hero 5 Black worth it? Is it worth the $400 that you'll pay back in the US? Or overseas, is it worth the $500 or more that you'll pay? That's what this video is about. If you want to know what I think, listen for the next, it's probably going to be 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to start with the reasons that upgrading to the GoPro Hero 5 Black is worth it. So these are the positives. The number one positive that I can see that I love about it already after just about 5 days of using it is that the voice commands are absolutely amazing. I'll turn it on here and then do a couple for you. But yeah, they work almost every time as long as you speak clearly. Apparently they recognize different accents, like if you're from the US or UK or Australia, and I think even Canada, eh? But they recognize, I think it's 8 different languages. And no, 7 different languages, so six other than English. So that's really cool, right? Here, I'll show you real quick. You can see, just watch for it to start to record. GoPro, start recording. So right now when I say that, that means it's starting video. So it's starting video now, and I can stop at any time by saying, GoPro, stop recording. Done. Should be done. Yeah, done. You can also do, there's 12 different commands you can do with your voice. You can say, GoPro, start time lapse. This way you don't have to hit the shutter button at the top, right? You don't have to hit the record button, which might shake your camera just a little bit and screw up your time lapse and video. GoPro, stop time lapse. As long as you speak clearly, it's pretty good. And as long as there's no like wind or outside noise that's too loud. I've done it outside, I've done it with noise, and it's worked okay. So it's really quite good. I love it. GoPro, take a photo. It's really quite cool. Anyway, GoPro, power off. Cool, right? Number 2 reason that you might want to upgrade to the GoPro Hero 5 is that it has touchscreen loveliness. It has a touchscreen. It's lovely to some degree. It isn't perfect, just like the voice commands, but it does have a touchscreen. It works okay. It's not perfect, but it works pretty good. It's pretty responsive. Sliding your finger, you know, swiping left and right, it doesn't work all that well for me. I don't know whether it's my fingers or what. I'm trying to get it right. I can't get it right every time. But it's really nice to have it anyway. Who wants to push buttons, you know, to go through menus? So I love that the GoPro has it. I wouldn't want it any other way. Number 3, the sound is improved at least by a factor of 3 to 5. I mean, there's 3 different microphones on the camera now. Cuts out wind noise. It'll actually choose the best microphone for wherever you are. Like if you're behind it and talking this way, I could choose any of them really. They're all on the side. So, but it might take the bottom one. You know, if you're down here, the bottom microphone is like there. It's easily got a straight line to your face. It might choose that microphone. It chooses the best microphone for the conditions. So if there's wind blowing this way, it might choose the microphone over here. It's really quite cool. Number 4 is that the waterproof case is not needed anymore. All you have is a frame case. It just holds it solidly for whatever amount that it happens to be in. It's really cool like that. This is dorky. It's just way too damn strong. But that's my only complaint about this case. Otherwise, it's really cool. Keeps the microphones uncovered for the most part. So it's really quite good. Number 5 reason you might want to upgrade to the GoPro Hero 5 is that image stabilization works. It's not perfect, but it works really well. I said it before, but Casey Neistat did a video of him on his skateboard going over cobblestones in New York. You know, cobblestones are bricks, basically laid, and they're never right. But as a skateboard hits it, you know, you're jerking up and down like this. The video is amazing. It's so smooth, you couldn't believe. And sure, that's partly due to Casey like holding it on his arm and his arm acting as a shock, like a cushion, but it's really quite amazing. Stabilization is supposedly going to get better in this thing, so right now it's definitely usable. Number 6 reason, black is beautiful, functional, and high quality. So it's made very well. There's rubber on the outside to make it grippy. The plastic is hard. The plastic has serration as well to make it grippy. It's smooth corners. Everything is smooth and rounded. There's not a sharp point in the whole camera. It's made well. Feels solid. Feels heavy. Feels like it could take a drop or two. I'm not sure that it can, but yeah, it's just really well made to look at and to feel and to work with. Number 7, much higher ISO. It used to be limited by an ISO of about 800 for the older GoPros. Now you have 6400, which is, a couple factors bigger. It's still not awesome. If you shrink your field of view down to narrow and take a photo, it's not going to be good in the dark areas at all. If you're shooting video and you're down to narrow, the video is going to suck in the dark areas if there's low light, because it's going to be twinkling, and so it's not there yet. But 64, it's almost a gimmick, I would say. 6400, it's nothing like my 6400 on my Nikon camera, DSLR, full frame camera. It's nothing like that. I mean, it's 10 times worse, I would say, but it's getting there. I mean, it's definitely an improvement over the other Hero 4s, which I've used a lot. So yeah, it's an improvement. I think it's still a positive. Number 8, you can shoot raw photos and audio. So what raw means is that you're pulling the most amount of data, of unprocessed data, out of the image off the camera. The camera is not processing it to store it on your disk. So what that means is it's not going through a filter of the camera's algorithm, which decides we keep this information, we throw this away. You're getting all the information that is possible, that has been collected through the lens, that has gone onto the sensor. It's going straight to your disk. It's going straight to your micro SD card. So that's what you want for pro projects. You have a lot wider latitude in editing and post-processing as you're trying to make a beautiful scene or whatever. It's really nice to have all the extra information, and it's not discarded before it's written to the disk. So a lot of pros will like it. Sure, it's not all that pro level yet, but it will definitely increase the quality of your projects to have raw shooting available, and now we have it. Number 9, a beep will help you find your camera. So when you connect with your phone, you can set it up to beep your camera so that you can find it. It's a bit gimmicky because it's not all that loud a beep, but if you're between floors, I don't think you're going to hear it at all. If you're more than 30-40 feet away, I don't think you're going to hear it at all. But yeah, it's kind of nice, I guess, because if you're one of those people that tends to lose stuff, and I do, but I lose it temporarily. But I don't know, it seems a little gimmicky because it's just not that strong a beep. If it was like a car alarm or something, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Number 10, distortion-free shooting. Now you have a mode on here called linear field of view. So what it does is it removes the barrel distortion, the curves that are in your image. In all the GoPros, there's some degree of curvature and barrel distortion. It removes that, but it actually removes it in the display. So when you choose linear mode and you're looking through the camera, it will actually let you see it as it's going to be. Like everything, the lines are straight, it's all lined up instead of curved. So it's pretty cool. Number 11, everybody watches Casey Neistat. He has 5 million subscribers. He said that he would upgrade only for the touchscreen. When he reviewed the camera, I'm not even sure that he knew it was voice activated, because he never even looks at the instructions. I knew it was because I saw some other videos, but yeah, he would use it just for the touchscreen. He likes it so much. It's just really nice to use it for that, right? Okay, these are reasons you might not want to upgrade to the GoPro Hero 5 Black. Maybe reasons that it is not worth it. Number 1, the battery life. It still sucks. The batteries are just too small. There's many things about the batteries. I could talk about batteries. In fact, I do quite a bit here. But I'll talk about it more later. Maybe I'll go through everything that really bothers me about the batteries. Number 2, the image quality is not really that much different in photos or videos. You do get more details in the blacks for low light, so that has been improved. Not all that sharper. In some instances, it actually looks like the older GoPros are sharper when compared side by side. Not a huge difference yet. Maybe that will change with the next iteration. Number 3, there are bugs to work out. You know, especially the touch screen, I'm not quite good yet. The audio, the voice commands could be a little bit better. I'm pretty happy with them, but they could be better for sure. Number 4, your mileage may vary on the voice control. Like, my voice is fairly clear, and I make an effort to make it clear as I'm telling it what to do, right? So I'm about 90% on the commands. They work 90% of the time. And that is in all conditions, I'm saying, like outside in the wind, when there's outside extraneous noise around. It's still, for some reason, it's able to pick my voice and it's able to do the commands that I tell it to do 90% of the time. So it can be a little bit buggy if your voice isn't, maybe you have a harsh accent, I don't know, but you know, there's people that it's not going to work very well for. Number 5, slow charging. This tiny battery takes almost an hour to charge. To me, that's ridiculous. My mobile phone, my iPhone will charge, you know, to a real high degree within 10, 15, 20 minutes, you know. This one takes a long time, and it's really kind of ridiculous because the battery is so small. One thing that I hope GoPro really takes a look at is their battery. Make it bigger, make it charge faster, make it last longer, make it more powerful. I don't know, whatever. There's 10 things you could do to it to make it better, but I hope they start doing that next time. Number 6, if you get a dud, it's going to be a real bummer trying to get through to customer service because they're just inundated with calls right now. I tried chat the other day, cannot get a chat window I couldn't get it for an hour and a half. So does it work at all? I'm not even sure. Maybe they're just so locked up right now that, because this is a huge release, right? This is amazing. This is a whole different category than GoPro 4s. So I said GoPro 4s, and for some reason it's shooting a burst mode. You know, it's a little bit buggy still. GoPro, power off. Number 7, buying a Karma drone. Maybe you should wait. Karma drone is coming out any day now. There's a date, but it's been pushed back once already, so I'm not going to say when the date is. Whenever the Karma drone comes out, you can buy the drone with the GoPro 5, and it also comes with the Karma stick, which will take the gimbal off of the drone, stick it on, put it on a stick, put the camera on the stick, and you can actually, it's like a glide cam. I just sold my glide cam yesterday, my glide cam HD 2000 for my DSLR, because it's like it's like carrying a brick around, you know, to film a smooth video. This is going to take it and put it in your hand in a selfie stick this long, super lightweight, and you're going to have the most incredible videos you've ever seen. Nice and smooth. It has a 3-axis gimbal, you know. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait for that. What I did was I went ahead and bought this dumb thing anyway because I wanted to review it, and now it actually, you know, it's a much better deal to buy the Karma drone. It comes with the selfie stick, the Karma stick, and then you can buy the drone with the camera and you get a discount. I think it knocks it down to about $300 is what it works out to, which is really nice, right? Because otherwise you're going to pay about $400 in the States. So buy it all at once, save yourself some money if you can hold off. But I wanted to review this so bad, you know, and especially I wanted to be one of the first to review it and take a good look at it and see if I liked it or not. I figured I would buy it and then sell it. I'm keeping it for sure. I told my friend already he could buy it, you know, when I first bought this, because I thought I'd be done with it in about a week. I'd be ready to sell it and move on. I'm definitely going to keep it. I love the thing. And I might buy when I buy the drone, I might buy another GoPro 5 Hero as well, because I think I want 2 of them. And I definitely want one in case one dies. I want to have another one ready to go right away. Don't want to go looking for it, you know, across, you know, the internet or anywhere else. Yeah, I love it. I think it's worth it. the camera is amazing. I like a lot of the features. For me, the thing that really does it, Casey likes the touch screen. For me, I love the audio commands. I just love them. There's only 12 of them, but they could actually increase that with the software, with a software update, right? It seems like it wouldn't be that difficult. So once they do that, it could be really, really quite cool. All right, that's my review. I think you should get it. I think it's worth it. Hopefully it's worth it for you and you try it out too. Let me know in the comments if you're going to, or if you did, or if you want to, or if you think it's not worth it at all for you. Let me know why, and thumbs me up if you care to. Join my channel. I have a ton of stuff to do. I'm doing the drones. I'm doing the Mavic drone as well pretty soon. So I'm going to have those lined up. I am going whole hog into the DialedTech review space. Hopefully I can make my mark. Still a lot of things to work out, right? But I do a different kind of review because it's comprehensive. I take into account like so many different things that people are not going to. The rubber on the sides and the top, you know, I haven't seen anybody even talk about that. All the smooth corners and edges and how it's built like a MacBook Pro or like a Hasselblad or like a very seriously like a Rolex, you know, it's like built solidly and nicely. People aren't talking about that. People aren't talking about the crap connector, you know, the crap clip here. It just sucks. It really does. Super hard to get open. If your finger isn't, if you can't put a 2mm section of your finger under this clip, you're not opening it with your finger. If you want to stick your fingernail under there and try to rip it up, you're going to rip your fingernail for sure. Like, these are things I'm talking about, but nobody else is. Hopefully you enjoy that, a little different perspective. I'm not doing the normal stuff. I'm not taking you, like, walking you through the menus. You know, 60 people have already done that. Anyway, I hope you like my stuff, and I hope it's different, and I hope it works for you. All right, come back for the next videos. I think the next one is going to be the Karma stick. Hopefully, if I can get it. All right, cheers then.